talking about?
Hi, welcome to Talking About. I'm Cara Kilduff.
And I'm John Griffith. Good to see you, and good to see
Good to see you too. Welcome to the show, guys. Thanks for watching.
So what's new with you?
All kinds of stuff, but the one thing that's been on my mind, like, I have to jump right into it. I thought this was tremendous. I have more respect for this gentleman. Did you see the thing in the paper that John Boehner called Ted Cruz Lucifer?
Yes.
I think he was the most miserable son of a bitch he's ever worked with.
Yes.
Like, the gloves are completely off.
And so once they're out of office, they're allowed to tell the truth.
It's amazing. It's just like, why couldn't you have done this before? And also, it's just, like, when has this election is crazy.
Yes.
All the things that are going on, like Ted Cruz announcing his VP pick, like desperado.
And the thing about that is, it's like, well, the one thing that's good is like people are learning the process this cycle.
Yes.
But the thing about the VP, if it's a contested convention, the convention decides the VP, not the candidate. So, yeah, he's got her awkwardly holding hands and, you know, promising to run the country like she's run her business into the ground. But it's just total insanity. But we have a reality show personality in the process for the nomination, and it's turned into a reality show.
Well, yeah, totally. But I think it's good because, excuse me, on both sides, Republican and Democrat, I think Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders are shining light on the process of what happens and what goes on. And I hope that it's getting people it's getting people enraged. I'd like for people to be engaged instead. But it's just really interesting to watch. And I don't know about you, but I've made a point of not discussing politics with people that are of the opposite view of whatever my views might be, because I had a friend like text me about something one of my friends had put on social media, and I just said, you know, and they said it was just funny, and I said I don't debate Facebook posts, darling. It's a waste of time, because it is. And I was just like left it at that, you know. It's interesting.
I mean, if I'm making a point on somebody's page, I'll say, yeah, the New York primary is passed. I'd say, you know, I chose my first choice in our primary. I will support whichever candidate is nominated, and the or bust movement on either side is
so stupid.
Yes, and
it's like cutting off your nose to spite your face. So every person out there that if your candidate doesn't get chosen and that's made you decide you're not going to vote at all, that's dumb, guys. I mean, it's your duty as a citizen of this country to vote, so just do it.
Exactly. But yeah, no, that's the one stickler with me. It's just like the or bust movement is just dumb.
Stupid. Oh, also one of my friends and this is why I'm also like, if you guys I mean, you don't really know me that well, but I am like so pro-America. One of my friends just became an American citizen.
Oh, yay.
Which was really cool, and the ceremony, like, I would love every person that doesn't want foreigners in this country or immigrants, they need to go to one of these ceremonies, because all these people had worked so hard and jumped through so many hoops. Just, I mean, people were crying. They were so happy. And there were people from, I think, like 28 different countries, or more. It was a lot, and it was so impressive to see that. And then, you know, we said the Pledge of Allegiance, we sang the national anthem, and so I was just all like puffed up. Like, that's so great. But yeah, it was, and the other thing too, like watching these people who have come to this country and know that they're going to go forward and add to our country and pursue their dreams, and you know, and it just keeps going. That was kind of inspiring to see that.
And through the act of sharing themselves, little bits of their culture get intermixed into the American melting pot, and it becomes the American culture, which is I think that's what scares a lot of people. Is just the fact that, oh no, the sky is green now. Ah, it's falling.
Excuse me.
Forget it. I mean, do you need some water?
No.
Okay. But it's scary to some people, but that's what's been going on for the last 200 and some odd years, is just little bits and pieces of different cultures.
Every single time people got scared about it, and nothing bad happened.
Yeah. But that's the nature of people, is say even through the political cycle and the politicians, like somebody needs to be vilified.
Yes.
And whether it's, back to Irish need not apply,
Yeah.
or, black need not apply, any foreigner need not apply. As whatever group is being frowned upon becomes more accepted, another group gets vilified. The LGBT community has gained certain rights over the last decade, but up until recently, in LGBT, the T was silent, and the T is not silent anymore.
That's right.
And that's the new villain, according to a lot of people, and
even in our community, I feel.
Oh, absolutely. I've seen internet postings saying, "Well, why do we have to? Why do we have to? Why do we have to?" Just because it's not part of my life experience doesn't mean that I can't have empathy and be supportive of somebody whose life story that is.
Well, at the end of the day, we're all human beings. We all bleed the same color. I have there's a young person in my life right now who I adore very much, and he made a statement in front of his mother and I that he did not like trans people, and his mother hopped all over that really quickly, and she said, "What do you mean?" Excuse me. And I also was looking at him like, "What are you talking about? What? I really want to know. What do you mean by that?" And he, excuse me, sorry.
It's cold season.
By the end of the conversation, I mean, basically, we let him talk, and he said, "I just don't like them." And what do you mean? Do you know any trans people? Well, no. Then how can you say you don't like them? And so we kept questioning him, and what we basically got out of him was finally, "Well, I just don't understand it." So then I tried to explain to him, and then when I explained to him, say a man is born in a man's body, I said, "You're born in your body. You wake up every day feeling like you, right?" "Yeah." "You don't feel like a girl?" "No." "Okay, some people are born as boys and they wake up and they don't feel like they're a boy, and they really feel like their body doesn't match, And I explained it to him like that. So then by the end of the conversation, I said, "Does that make sense to you?" He said, "Well, yeah." Thank you.
Yeah. So,
thank you, honey.
We have a lot of work to do, and thank you, Matilda, for the water. And
you guys saw my tail.
Ooh, baby. And, well, it's a nice tail.
Well, this little
you work hard on that tail.
Look at this is my tail. I'm really a monkey. But I think it was a productive conversation with this kid, and it's like if the kid can understand it, why can't an adult understand that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, that's a whole part of it, and the audience, you as decent and kind human beings, just be out there, put yourself out there, be open to new ideas, and be patient with people who you have to explain things slowly to.
Oh man, and sometimes you have to repeat yourself. I hate repeating myself.
Can you repeat that?
Oh man. But it's just a matter of taking a breath, smiling,
and say what you mean, just don't say it mean.
Yeah. Yep.
So
we're all part of the same family. We're all stuck on the same planet. So